So a few days ago, was it during Remembrance, I did a video where there was an uproar because this BBC reporter or BBC presenter did not address Kate properly. Instead of calling her Catherine, the Princess of Wales, this reporter called her Kate Middleton. And the royalists were not happy. The derangers were not happy because how dare you? How dare you not address the future queen properly? I mean, when are they not upset that Kate has not been addressed with proper titles? Every single time tabloids write articles about Kate, especially American tabloids, they literally flood comments saying, who is Kate? Who is Kate? Because one thing with the US tabloids, they don't usually address Kate properly. They're just like, Kate Middleton, Kate Middleton. Because I think to many people, there's only one Princess of Wales, and that is the late Princess Diana. So that's why they usually use Kate Middleton. And yeah, derangers are never happy about that, so they'll flood comments, threaten to report or whatever, not to read that tabloids is always crazy. So you will not believe what just happened. Yeah, as I'm talking to you, BBC has been forced to make an apology for not addressing Kate properly. I'm kidding. I mean, I'm not kidding. They literally are been forced to make an apology. Like, basically, I think they've just been threatened to make this apology. And it's so cringe. It is so bizarre because whenever Meghan reminds people to address her as Meghan Sussex, that, hey, I go by Meghan Sussex, she's torn apart on the internet. These tabloids rip her to shreds because she just told people that she goes by Sussex. Every single day, they don't want to address her as Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. And if Meghan was the one being issued this apology, you know, the uproar. I mean, we know they will not issue the apology to begin with because for years they've been calling her Meghan Markle instead of Meghan Sussex, which is just so rude and disrespectful. But now, since Kate was not addressed properly and her feelings were hurt, she's demanding an apology. And here's what BBC had to say. Let me get to it. Expresses regret over calling Kate Middleton her own name in wild apology. The BBC sent an apology to Kate Middleton for calling her by own name. The British Broadcasting Corporation took ownership after fans had a hissy fit over the network not using her titles, Catherine, Princess of Wales, during their broadcast of Armistice Day on November 11th. Now, the English news channel was forced to drop a statement. During our coverage of memorials to commemorate Armistice Day, we mistakenly referred to Catherine, Princess of Wales, as Kate Middleton. The memo began. These were errors during hours of live broadcasting for which we apologize throughout our Armistice Day coverage more broadly. We referred to Catherine by her correct title, they added. So that is what is going on. If this was Meghan, you know, the tables will turn. You know, constantly Meghan just reminds people, hey, I go by Sussex. And no one, they still continue ignoring that and addressing her as Meghan Markle. But look at Kate. Kate was so pissed that they addressed her, called her as Kate Middleton. It's like, no, Mumbles. No, I go by Catherine, the Princess of Wales. Boo, whoa, 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 whoa. So the derangers finally got what they wanted. But the thing is, they're not satisfied. They're again complaining, saying, no, this apology is not genuine. They feel that the BBC is mocking them. Again, it's like, oh, no, it was not an error. We've been telling you for years to address her properly. Now you're telling us it's an error. We're not buying this apology. Take it and shove it in your... Let me not finish that, you know. So you wanted an apology, you got it. And now you're not even satisfied with the apology? I mean, cry me a river. Cry me a river. You guys treat Meghan so appallingly because she just chooses or she just prefers to go by Sussex. And you tear her apart on the internet. But when people call your future queen Kate Middleton, you throw a fist, you rage. It's like, no, who is Kate? Making vile threats. And you know what's funny? In light of everything, You think right now, after other tabloids have seen what's happening, like, for like the likes of BBC issuing an apology, saying, hey, we were sorry, it won't happen again, it was a mistake, moving forward, we'll call her Catherine. Well, guess what? The American tabloids have decided not to play ball. They're like, we don't. What are you talking about? And again, the Rangers are pissed. And again, they're flooding their comment section. It's like, have you not seen what BBC did? Catherine, you need to sue them. So you have American tabloids still calling her Kate Middleton while reporting about BBC. That has to say, one thing with American tabloids, you don't tell them what they should and should not do. Who are you? They don't care. And that's one thing the Rangers hate, because as much as they can try to get the UK media tabloids to bend to their knees, American tabloids do not give an F. They do not care who mumbles is. I mean, they're not even into the royal family and everything. To them, it's just, let's report news. And that's why they don't care about these titles. The way the Rangers want them to care. So you had tabloids like, this is so funny, guys. So you had these US tabloids. Let me give you an example. So you had People magazine saying, BBC issues rare apology to Kate Middleton after Remembrance broadcast backlash. Do you know how this is like mocking? Like, it's like, you think they'd be like, BBC issues rare apology to Catherine, Princess of Wales after Remembrance broadcast but they do not care. It's like they're still calling her Kate Middleton, and the Rangers are not happy about that. And then you have Radar Online. This is another very controversial tabloid. They're saying, days after issuing an apology to Donald Trump for misleading edit of his January 6th speech, the network was forced to apologize to Kate Middleton after receiving national backlash for using her incorrect title. So the Rangers again are flooding this comment section saying, what is wrong? This is disrespectful. Now you're mocking her. I hate to break it to you, but they are mocking you. They are mocking, You had Deadline say, the BBC has apologized for calling Kate Middleton Kate Middleton. The British national broadcaster sparked viewer complaints after the BBC News channel failed to use the title Catherine, Princess of Wales during live broadcast on Armistice Day. Then you have Digital Spy. BBC issues a statement after criticism of Kate Middleton coverage. Here's what happened. This has got to sting. So you are spending days, hours in these comments, in these tabloids comments, telling them you need to address Kate properly. In fact, you even have such a major news outlet like BBC apologizing to Kate, and still these tabloids have refused to play ball. They're still addressing your favors, Kate Middleton. You just have to stop. At this point, you should be embarrassed. They should just tell you, like, they don't care. This is a message like, we don't care. They can apologize, but we're gonna still call her Kate Middleton. Very crazy. Anyway, guys, here are some of the comments. I hope next time they can say Meghan Duchess of Sussex and not Meghan Markle. The same respect applies. P says, I always say this, she doesn't have any groundbreaking achievements in her life for her fans to talk about, so they always mourn about her title and married name. She don't have guts to open mouth as an independent woman, as she always complains via anonymous sources. Jessica Rawless when anyone calls her Kate Middleton. Katerina, but Meghan has been ridiculed relentlessly for correcting her name. Joe, so they can issue statements about Kitty's name but not Harry's wife. Katerina adds, what a snowflake this woman is. Angie, where is the apology where they continue to call the Duchess Meghan Markle? The Sussex Soldier says, the BBC sent an apology to Kate Middleton for calling her by own name. Translation, the BBC is forced to apologize after receiving threats from royal family Kensington Palace for calling Kate. I wonder in how many ways they threatened the BBC. Because ABC was threatened. Absolutely. So let me know what you think in the comments, my loves. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.